speak for hours. My whole life was completely turned upside down. All these years were just built on lies and secrets, I thought. So many questions ran through my head. Okay, so I am adopted. That's a fact now. I know who my dad is, or at least was. But who is my mother then? Speaking of my mother, my now adoptive mother came back home. When she saw our faces, I swear she knew. Maybe my now adoptive dad texted her before, but anyway, she knew. So we just
How
sat
to
down, the
make
three of us, in
how to
silence. I
make
started
a
asking questions, a lot
how
of
to
questions,
make
but they couldn't or wouldn't give me any answers. They said they
normally
didn't know who my birth parents were because they chose to never open my adoption case, and that for them, I was their daughter and that they loved me, blah, 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 blah. Yes,
blah
yes,
blah
sure, I
blah
get it.
blah
But what
blah.
I needed back then was answers. That's the least I can ask for after 18 years of secrets, right? We decided to take some time off of each other so everyone could process what had just happened to our family. My parents went away for a week and I stayed home alone. I couldn't stop thinking about this, obviously. My mind was playing tricks on me and sleeping became a mission. After a few days of heavy and constant thoughts, I decided to ease my brain off a bit and think about something else. I love cooking, so I decided to make
So
my
this is
favorite
a
pie.
little
I
cheat
remember my
to
mom had a very
up-to-date
good recipe in one of her
password safety
cookbooks.
use
I
a
looked for it in our
developer
bookcase.
working
When I
as of
finally found
September
it, I took
26,
it out, and the box
2020.
fell off the ground as well. And
'Robloxburg.com.
oh boy, what I was about to find out. The box contained hundreds of letters. Letters from my father, my real father. I started reading a few of them and quickly understood that he was actually in touch with my parents for years, probably from the beginning. So that means my adoptive parents knew the whole time who my real father was. They were exchanging letters with him. Not only did they hid those letters from me the whole time, but they also deliberately lied to me when I asked about him. Do they know about my birth mother too? I thought. This was truly unbelievable. The story went a step too far, and I couldn't take it anymore. What was going to happen to me next? I decided to pack up my things and leave the house. I'm gone. I just left a note to my parents. I went to my real father's apartment. Since nobody wanted to tell me the truth, I had to find it out by myself. I was a little bit scared when I arrived. The place was huge and cold. Feels like somebody just died here, no? The apartment was also particularly messy. I guess I know now where I got it from, right, Dad? On the ground, tons of papers and documents were scattered. I scanned the whole apartment and then went to another room that looked like an office. Again, tons of papers, but more importantly, I found multiple bags wide open with cash. Millions in cash. Again, like an action movie. I instantly thought, oh my god, was my dad a drug dealer or something? What dark business was he running? Am I the daughter of a cartel leader? Please, Lord, have mercy on me. I had enough discoveries for the week. I kept on browsing the room and then found multiple
Just
real
go
estate documents.
away
I
when I
didn't
grow
pay too
up.
much attention to it
I'm
until
not a
I
robot.
saw my name written on it. I don't know a lot about real estate, but turns out I was apparently a
I'm just
landlord
gonna
owner
finish this
with, to my
puzzle
knowledge back
card.
then, at least 5 apartments in town that belonged to me. And then it hit me. In many of the letters my father wrote to my parents, money was mentioned. I didn't understand at first, but now it makes more sense. My father was always asking my parents if they gave me the money he sent, and if they are keeping a bit to pay for my studies. Well, guess what? I never saw that money. Not even a dime. Here we go. Another lie to add to the list. But where did all this money go? Probably in my parents' pockets, but definitely not in mine. I was shocked. I just couldn't believe it. Especially because at that time of the year was when college applications were starting. My dream was to apply for a painting and
Gipadala
drawing
ng
degree.
kwarta sa
My
iyang papa
parents
niya.
were
Ang
totally
kwarta
aware
kay
of it. I
gipangkwan
talked about it for
pagtago sa
years,
iyong
but
mama.
they kept telling me they
Nga,
couldn't afford to
ano ka
pay
na,
for my college
tago ra
tuition
wag
and that I had
ihatag.
to figure it out by myself or just let go of the idea. Instead of feeling sorry for myself, I decided to see this whole situation as an opportunity for me to seize. I took all the money bags with me and went back home. When my parents came back, I exposed them to the truth. The letters, the lies, the money, everything. They went silent. As usual, my mom finally told me that they didn't know how to handle the situation from the beginning and got tangled in lies over the years. What about the money? I asked. We wanted to keep the money for your 18th birthday, but as we got caught up with debts over the past few years, we didn't have a choice but to use it. My dad coldly answered. Do you know anything about my birth mother at least? And please don't lie to me this time, I asked one last time. They swore to me that they didn't know anything about her. But anyway, none of their words mattered to me anymore. So I just left again. But this time, good. I packed all my things up and moved to the other side of the country where my drawing and painting college was.